All right, welcome back to Kinship Unfiltered. Last episode went off the rails.
That it did, but you know, when I signed up for the show, I knew that was a possibility, and for some reason, I'm back again.
Yeah. So this time, I wanted to give you a little chance at a little bit of payback. So I tried to even it out, give you a better chance of actually winning versus me just like having fun and messing with you for the first episode. So for this episode, I decided to do Coffee Pro versus Coffee Schmo. You're the schmo.
All right.
And so essentially what we're going to be doing is we're going to be roasting the same coffee, the Ethiopia Ardi, our most popular coffee of all time. And I'm going to be roasting on a little popcorn popper, and you're going to have our full commercial roaster, the Diedrich IR5.
Okay.
So it's going to be interesting here because I have literally just an air roaster, and you have all the controls in the world. But
I was going to say, what is your control on that? Just on-off switch?
Yeah,
That's all you got?
All I got. I have one singular control, and I'll be just using my knowledge as far as like how to stop the roast at the right time and what's going on.
So you're just basically turn it on, let it get to a certain point, turn it off. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Now, you've done this before, though.
Yeah. I do have quite a bit of home roasting experience. That is fair. So
you've used like a popcorn popper to roast coffee before.
Yes, I've done that this morning.
Okay. Oh, so really recently.
Really recently. Yeah. Well, I had to test it. What if it?
Well, I don't care if you did it. Did you taste the coffee after?
It wasn't Ardi.
Okay, that's fair.
All right. So the whole premise is going to be that we're going to be tasting our coffee. So we're going to have to do a blind taste test.
Okay.
We're going to score the coffee in 3 categories: the aroma, the flavor, and then the overall or the balance of the coffee. So how the acidity is playing with the body and the mouthfeel and all those things. So
this already sounds much better than last time.
Yeah.
I think I'll enjoy whatever cups in front of me.
Best of 3. And then for the punishment today, we have a lovely bucket full of coffee grounds and paper filters and just like stuff that we use today throughout the day. And so you've heard of the Nice Bucket Challenge, right?
Yes, I have.
Okay, cool. Well, this is more of a coffee bucket punishment. We're just going to dump the bucket of dump a whole bucket of coffee grounds. You don't have anything else to do today, right? No, good. Hope you're on to change your clothes.
Not anymore. Well, I'm not losing.
I mean, okay, yeah, that is fair.
Side note. Are you going to at least give me a basic rundown on how to use that, or am I just going over there blind?
I mean, I'll give you like a basic rundown.
I want to at least know what each thing does, so I don't know, burn the shop down.
Yeah, we'll give a little fire safety. I'll give you a few instructions. I won't leave you completely in the blind.
I think that's fair.
Yeah. And then and I mean, unless you want to roast on the air roaster, it's so simple.
I think I might have a better shot, but no, that would ruin the video.
Yeah, well, I don't think you have a better shot than beating me with my full roaster for myself.
Well, there's just so many more things that could go wrong over there, but I'm ready. I'm excited.
All right. Well, hey, if you win, then maybe we'll swap it later.
Yeah.
We'll see what a pro can do on a pro roaster, and you can roast on the home roaster.
I guess that also makes sense. I don't think I'm going to do good.
Well,
either way.
I thought you had all the confidence. I was trying to make it even. All right.
Phone call.
Yep. All right, Hunter. Familiar with the Diedrich at all?
I've seen it.
Yeah.
I know coffee goes here.
That is right.
I lift.
Yeah.
Coffee done. I lift.
All right. Well, then you're good to go. You're good to go.
I don't know what these. I see gas and agitator.
Bro, press the gas on button first, and then flick up the burner. There's a little pilot/burner. Go to burner. Perfect. All right. Now we're gonna watch, and the gas is gonna turn on. Your gas is back on. Let's do 2 pounds. All right.
Like I said, it's been a decade since I've been here.
Oh yeah. Well, been here.
2.5.
All right.
I am the goat.
Look at that. Well. Once it says 280, you're gonna want to hit start on there, and then simultaneously flip that up. Okay, you got it? Yeah, boom.
It's high pressure, then it's game.
Yeah.
Yay! Boom.
Look at that. Now you're roasting. All right, now what's your gas at?
I don't know.
So this is your inches of water column for your gas. Okay.
Okay.
So you might want to lower that down. So look at where you're at on here. The very beginning.
5.
Okay, so lower that down to 5. That's your first hint.
Whoa.
Oh, a little finicky.
So if I just follow this, I will have good coffee.
You can trace that line all the way across.
Okay, yep. I can do that.
Yep.
I can do that. I can trace the line.
All right, perfect.
That's a lot, popcorn, man.
It's up to you to decide, are you gonna take this like a light roast, development?
I don't know. Looking a little hot.
Yep,
Coming a little hot. I'm gonna go early. I'll make an audible.
Oh, there
I'm
you
making
go.
an audible. We're getting ahead of the line.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna just pull some gas back. Oh, I think I made the line more aggressive.
Full of log mud. So part of the thing that he's noticing with roasting is actually Like you have to be like kind of on the fly the entire time to make adjustments like as needed. In reality, like you have to know like over time by developing a skill to like have like muscle memory or like the connection to the roaster to know, okay, this is about how much I have to adjust it. And that's
color change is changing at exactly the right time. So I'm feeling pretty good.
All right. If he hit color change at the right time, that means he did pass the first test with as a roaster. Is like the first thing we're trying to do is get the dry time to be lined up with the profile.
We're going way too fast. I'm lowering the gas.
All right. What's the temperature at?
We're at 397.
397. So Hunter doesn't know what temperature that we typically drop Ardi at. So he's actually already at the temperature.
Lower the gas for 1.
All right.
Because I'm noticing this is a blend profile I'm on. So I think that this is trying to take it farther than I want to go.
You've had our Ardi quite a bit.
I have.
That's like one of your favorite coffees, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
We're looking all right here.
Okay, I will let you know that Trier's really sick, except for the big thing with like using that Trier is that it is going to introduce some cold air.
Oh, no. We're cooling.
Yeah, well, it looks like that. That's what I was trying to tell you.
Oh, okay.
So it looks like it's cooling like rapidly, but in reality it's not. It's because you just introduced a bunch of cold air into it because the probe that's right below that Trier.
So I might be at 415 right now.
You might be done. You might be done.
No.
Yeah. So you might want to. Oh no, up to you. You know what Ardi looks like. Look at the beans.
I think we're done.
Okay. Then drop it. Cooling tray. Air. Change the air. There you go. Yeah. Make sure it's flat. Make sure the beans are flat.
What?
Your hand.
My hand? It's at 400 degrees.
Okay, well, disc golfers, am I right? Look at that.
I used my hand.
Okay, it's just a little hot. All right.
I have something that resembles coffee.
It is. I mean, it is coffee.
It's a little bit. I'm pretty proud of it actually.
Yeah.
I'm not upset with this at all. No, that's fine. Look at that.
It's
a little warm.
A little warm, yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm happy with that.
Yeah. No, it's not. We look into the light. I mean, it's not too bad. It's a little bit darker. I'm roasting on an air roaster, so it's not exactly like I'm gonna have the perfect control either of me trying to like have this roast stop. That's the biggest thing that I'm gonna be combating is trying to be able to stop the roast when I want it to. I'm gonna be honest with you. 400 when you were there, that like 405 is like as dark as we take Ardi.
Oh, so I pushed it 10 degrees past.
Yeah. I let the camera know briefly that
Dang.
you were like, he's actually at the temperature to stop it right now. But you did take it a little further. I'm glad that you stopped it when you did. All right. Well, let's get.
I'm happy here. I'm happy with this.
All right, cool. Well, let's get me over on the air roaster, and then we'll see how it's going. I'll hand you over the camera. So, amazing. Cool. All right. So, Hunter's roast went pretty well, which is like, it's fine. But I got a little bit of a hill to climb right now. So we got 110 grams. I don't even know what the capacity is supposed to be on this, but we're gonna see if this dusty old popcorn popper can beat Hunter. So, all right, let me get a timer going. My only control is just time and an on switch. So let's begin. This should be about like 3-ish minutes, but yeah, this is like, this is a $30 roaster, so versus $30,000. So the stakes are definitely here. And I really don't want to.
Is that the prize? $30,000?
You're gonna shake on it. Your roast was a little dark, bud. I mean, I'm saying that while you don't get this shot. There you go. Look at that. You see how uneven it is? Ah, it's so uneven. Throwing chaff everywhere. So we're already like, some of the beans are already at color change and the other ones are like lagging behind. We're at 2 minutes. First crack's gonna be in like 30, 40 seconds. My goal is gonna be, as soon as first crack happens, to hit lap and to do 30 seconds of development, I think, is my like mental note of about how much development they can take. Starting to pop. And my secret weapon. Without this, Hunter might win. All right, we're at 20 seconds, so we're just about there.
Oh my god!
Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that.
Oh my gosh! That seems like such a bad idea. Why are you still touching it?
I don't know. I don't want to burn the table.
The table?
Yeah, I don't know.
Who cares about the table?
Woo! Now we're chilling. See how much fun home roasting is? Yeah.
That turned out pretty good.
Yeah. It's It's still darker than I want it. This is not gonna make it in the video. I almost said the light roast is daddy's because I talk to only my kids. The light roast is daddy's. I'm like, dude. Legit burned the heck out of my thumb.
You don't say.
The first time was fine. The second time, this what got me. So like I'm noticing though, like the air roaster is gonna have some problematic issues. Hunter not knowing what he was doing might have some problematic issues. So I think it's gonna be really interesting. So let's go ahead and get in there and we'll see what it tastes like. All right. Cool. Hunter is not going to know which one's which. I'm going to pour them into 1 and 2. We're going to mix them up on camera. So that way neither one of us knows which coffee's which, and they're going to go in a tray.
All right, these are still as Jimmy set them down, so he currently knows what's going on.
Yeah.
I do not. He's about to not know what's going on.
Oh yeah, I should probably
Close your eyes.
Yeah, I'm just going to look completely the other way.
All right,
So.
and I'm going to mix these up a few times here. I've already forgotten which one started where, and I'm looking at them. Okay. Make sure they're organized appropriately, and we're good.
All right, cool. Actually, I already forgot before we even got over here which one was on which tray.
Okay, well, good.
The only thing that we know for a fact is that I labeled it properly.
Yeah,
So
that's good. That's all we need to know.
all right, perfect. So
Pour some cups, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be really interested because like we kept everything as controlled as we possibly can with the Seraphim brewing the exact same coffee on the same recipe. And so the only difference in this should be whose coffee is whose. So we won't know until the end who won, but we're going to be judging based on the 3 categories of aroma and then flavor and then the overall balance or just the overall like cupping as far as how it intermingles. So for aroma, like if we were doing like a coffee cupping, you'd have like the dry grounds and you'd also smell it with like once the water's poured and you do all that stuff. But in reality for this, like all we're gonna be doing is just like smelling it. And honestly, like we're gonna keep it as like home friendly as possible. We're just gonna smell it and go, okay, we'll talk about what we think.
Okay.
Is it nice? Is it not nice? Okay. There's quite a difference.
To me, the white one smells more like it doesn't smell as good.
Yeah.
I like the smell of the black one more.
Yeah.
It's more subtle, the black one is, but it smells sweeter to me.
But like when we think about Ethiopia Ardi, it's a natural process Ethiopian coffee, and we should be getting like a lot of like fruit notes, berries, and stuff like that. And like, I mean, like, yeah, the white one is like it's more developed than we would do. I mean, they both are gonna be like more. They're both, they're roasted a little bit darker than we would, or more developed than we typically would roast the Ethiopia Ardi. But yeah, if I was gonna give one a win, I mean, this is for me.
I prefer the black.
Yeah, I'm like, without a doubt, the black one, it smells better. It smells a lot fruitier. I like the white cup overall smells like a little bit more like traditional coffee, a little bit more development, a little bit more roasted. So, all right, so no tiebreaker. If we do hit a tiebreaker, we will do a trick shot. But on this one,
black cup
wins. Well, there we go. Okay.
So the black cup wins the next one.
Yeah, it's gonna be over if it wins. Yeah, and so. And that's like the pressure of this. So we're gonna be tasting the coffee, letting it cool, and the flavor category now is gonna become like pretty weighted because like we might not even go into the 3rd category. But yeah, are you sweating at all? Like, what do you think? Like they both smell like more developed, but it's like the flavor is gonna be really interesting because like
I'm excited to taste it.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Let's go ahead and give this a taste, and then we'll start seeing. So all right, go with a white cup first.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's burnt.
Burnt. Okay. I was actually gonna say I'm surprised. I like right off the first like sip, I got more fruit than I thought I was going to, but the aftertaste is like
I'm just getting bitter.
You're just getting bitter?
Or like, yeah.
Like I'm still getting some like good fruit. I also am probably more well versed in like drinking dark roast. I mean, and just all
drinking coffee in general.
Yeah, of course. So to me, like I'm still getting like a lot of sweetness. I'm still getting some like blueberry notes. I can still tell easily that this is like a natural process Ethiopian coffee. I would not. It has not like lost all of the terroir to me. But have you tasted the black cup yet?
No.
Okay. Well, do you have anything else you want to add about the white cup?
I don't enjoy it.
You don't enjoy it. Okay.
Which is funny because the Ardi is probably my all-time favorite coffee.
Yeah.
It's probably the coffee I've drank the most over the last 10 years.
It's like it's one you've talked about the most. Probably the most bags.
Yeah, but I don't enjoy that.
I don't
enjoy the white one.
Yeah. So
I'm hopeful for the black one.
All right. Well, let's see.
So much better. Holy yeah, it's like that's good.
Yeah, that's really good. That's like, I mean, like if I'm being nitpicky, then I will, because like, you know, it's my coffee, and
Yeah.
like I say my coffee, I mean my business, my coffee, whatever. Not,
No, I understand what you're saying.
but like essentially like with Ardi, like what I'm tasting here is like pretty, like it's missing some of the nuance. It's missing some of like the acidity is not refined. It doesn't have very structured, like it's not really structured as far as like it's all like it's like got some pointed acidity, but it's like it's not as much. It doesn't have as much of the sweetness. It is like maybe a little bit roasted more than like we would want, of course, like we said from the beginning. But in reality, like I mean, this tastes like Ardi.
Yeah, no, this is a good cup of coffee.
Yeah, and so it'd be interesting to see if like if this the 2 pound roast that just like, you know, is a little bit different because you took it, you know, you took it to like 415 versus like 410. I mean, I don't know if 415. I'm gonna be like straight up, because like
The Black Cup won. I think we can all say
yeah,
that.
yeah, the Black Cup won.
So now it's
so
just-
the Black Cup did win as far as like what the flavor is, and it also won as far as like the
You
aroma.
you know a lot more than me, obviously.
Yes.
Is it possible to mess up as bad, like for me on that machine, to get Ardi to taste like the White Cup?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was hoping you would be like, I don't know.
No. So like, so either roaster, you could like the goal with roasting coffee is like we buy high-end green coffee, and the goal is for us, like often as roasters, is like especially like in the specialty world, is to try to reveal what the flavor is already there.
Yeah.
And so we're not like a lot of people like act like with like roasting like you're like people, especially like when they're trying to like market and stuff, they might be like, oh, you know, we're roasting for the best flavors or whatever. It's like in reality, all the flavors are already there. You're just trying to figure out like, okay, how do I
How
like,
do you bring out the best combination?
yeah, and show and highlight the work that's already been done. But you can very easily make mistakes that are going to either like burn off different flavors, or it's going to change in the balance of those chemicals. I mean, coffee is the most chemically complex thing we ever eat or drink, and so like during the roasting process, like even 10 seconds different in one section of the roast is noticeable for like me, you know. Well, maybe not the average person, but like for us, like a 10-second difference on a cupping table is going to be noticeable. Whether especially at the end of the roast, if you go 10 seconds too long, 10 seconds quicker, it's going to be like pretty noticeable. So yeah, you could jack a coffee up real bad, and also with a home roaster, I mean, very quickly, because it's 30 seconds difference. If I roasted that for another 5 seconds, we would have had a very drastically different coffee, and there's very little I could have done as far as like if I went 5 seconds earlier, 10 seconds earlier, you know, we could have had a ruined cup as well.
I think I lost.
Yeah, I want to be
hopeful.
I wanted the viewers to like have as much chance to like, you know, make it through to this point. I'm like,
you're pretty confident?
positive. I'm so positive.
Well, I guess this is the winner.
That's the Black Cup. So this is the winner, and so the letter's on the bottom, so we have to figure out.
Oh,
yeah, I can't unless you want to drink it all, or you can pour it all in the mug. Yeah, do whatever. That's fine. Amazing. All right.
This is the winner right here.
Here's the winner, and then the overall cup.
Please somehow be me.
It could be. It could be.
Please be me.
Yeah, you're gonna need to change your shirt, I think. All right, we'll see. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Big reveal. Jay. And I really thought.
That's okay. We learned a lot here.
Yeah.
That's impressive. That's an impressive cup from a popcorn roaster.
Oh yeah, this one.
B, no, White Cup's not impressive.
Sorry.
B, it's impressive how I felt like I did a decent job staying near that line, and yet I messed up so bad.
Yeah, the temperature.
When you were watching me, what was the thing I did that you're like, there it is, he just jacked everything up? Or was there not a singular moment?
It wasn't that. It was basically the end. The end of the roast is the most important part.
Okay.
And so like a lot of
that was when I kind of went off the rail a little bit more.
Yeah. And it's all very quick. So with roasting, like you're building up a lot of the momentum, and it's kind of like a roller coaster. So like you're building up that momentum, like climbing up, and that's going to like literally like decide how the rest of the roast goes.
Okay.
So that one of the things like that we're looking for is having the correct amount of time spent in all 3 of the stages. So you have your dry time, which you hit. And even in the video, I was like, yeah, he hit the first dry time. That like hit the dry time, so it means that you had the right energy level, which is really important for a 2-pound roast.
Yeah.
But then you set up all that the right way. Even your Maillard, the next stage, is going to be determining like how much body and how clear the flavors are, or like increase like clarity, or like changes the perception of flavors. You can increase to be like a lot heavier, more tea-like, and you can also be shifting some of the flavors. That one, you hit pretty close.
Okay.
The biggest point that's going to be the biggest difference, like, is going to be that development. So
Did I
once first crack
Did I not let it develop enough, or I let it overdevelop? Too much.
Overdevelop. So when you overdevelop, you're going to be burning off the sugars.
Okay.
And so when you get to like a dark roast, like what we're looking for in a dark roast, like this is actually like a good dark roast. In reality, like especially like a 2-pound dark roast, like this is like a good cup of coffee. Now, relative to the way Ardi should taste and the sweetness and everything else, this is definitely the better cup without a doubt. But like overall for a dark roast, like you hit all the parameters right. You didn't do anything that's like offensive. There's not any roast like defects because you could have made this way worse.
Yeah.
Like I've tried to make good coffee and roasted worse coffee than this. But yeah, in reality, like Ardi needs to be roasted like fairly light. And so the biggest difference is like if you would have went like 30 seconds earlier, if you would have dropped it at like 400.
So it was like a matter of seconds. So if I would have not pulled that thing out,
the trier, if you would have just dumped
if I would have just dumped it then, I might have been okay.
I was hoping, like, I didn't want to like give too much input and then like have my roast go awry and then be like, cool, I ruined the video. But like right when you're pulling the trier out, I'm like, he needs to notice the color and instantly be like, oh, Ardi is about this dark, because you were already at the point beyond. You're already beyond.
Yeah. Well, the only thing that I thought I was there. That's why I pulled it out to look at it.
Yeah.
But then the temperature dropped, and I got spooked.
Yeah.
I was like, "What just happened?" Because I had in my head like 410 to 415 is where I'm dropping this thing, and I think I dropped it probably closer to 420.
Yeah.
When it was all said and done.
So
let's stop delaying the inevitable. Let's go dump.
All right, let's go do the punishment. I tried to give him a chance, guys. I tried.
I don't believe Jimmy, but he claimed this is the biggest shirt they had in stock.
It's all I had. I'm sorry. But
that's okay. That's fine. I don't know why I'm covering like I'm gonna get hit with something.
All right. Well, we're gonna, I gotta
Ready.
come up with new ways to find, make it even and stuff for Hunter. But yeah, tune in next time. We're gonna find new ways for Hunter to experience coffee again. And yeah, are you ready?
Yeah, it's ready. I'm gonna be.
Yeah, if you roast it better, this wouldn't have happened. So. Oh. Oh. Oh.
That's beautiful. Oh, it smells great too.
That's
you have a hose out here?